Okay, so after that we had, I think, one of the highlights of the night. I mean, some people were looking forward to this match more than the main event and more than the Amber versus Miro. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. I was so happy that this match went on next because after that match I had to leave to go to work and I missed, the one after that. Thank God.
Uh,
Uh,
um, I go first with this one. It was great. They kept it serious. Couldn't be long because it was not a wrestling match per se. It was a fight, and I wasn't. I know when I posted they booing CM Punk, Joe's like, well, it's gonna happen. It wasn't that it. I knew eventually, but the point is, Eddie was the baby face in this, and that was the thing that was surprising me because it's just like they're like, yeah, Punk, we don't care who you are, we love Eddie Kingston, and I just thought that was amazing because Eddie done things, but not done it so much to earn that respect from the
nah,
fans.
but he's like, we were talking about this
Yeah,
before he jumped on.
yeah.
Uh, and I said this during the show. So CM Punk is John Cena to Eddie Kingston's CM Punk. It's
Yeah,
CM Punk is now
yeah.
the dynasty. He's like the big opportunity. He's the big star
Hmm.
coming in against the underdog. And people always love underdogs, even especially if they're blue collar underdogs. They're
No, 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 no. Let's go with the Brian Lashley connect because he's real. You believe in him.
he
When you
and
see Eddie Kingston, you believe that's who
yeah,
he is.
yeah, you believe
That's
that
what
it
it is.
is. Yeah, it's honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, because once again, like that promo on Rampage, that was 100% Eddie Kingston. Like if you look at it again, there isn't a
Hmm.
second that you don't believe that Eddie Kingston actually. It might not have been to this degree, but you know in your heart of hearts, watching this, that Eddie Kingston held that resentment in his heart for a decade at least.
Hmm. And that's why it worked.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I did not get the five scenes of doom thing. I thought he was going to do it because when he
Yeah.
raised his hand, I'm like,
I,
why they booing? I'm
I
like,
I did too, and then I don't know why I'm thinking like maybe he just blacked out for a second. He's been losing a lot of blood because he held that there for too long, for an extraordinarily long time amount of time. It's
I
like
know. I'm just thinking like, what's going
it's
on? And the song
it's
pointed
like
out to me like, oh,
it's past
go
making
ahead.
a statement. It's just what is happening? Why is this guy just standing there with his hand up?
Exactly. And I'm thinking he's not going to do it. And this when he bit the like okay, because I was not thinking he was going to connect John Cena in this, but like okay, let's go with that one. Okay. So yes, I thought that was pretty. It was a good
And
match. I liked it.
it was an ugly fight, and it needed to be an ugly fight. It needed to be a
Yeah.
real ugly fight.
Yes. And what do you think, Pete? And I got a question for both of y'all.
No, I enjoyed it. It like I say, it was a short match, but it didn't need to be anything longer than what it was.
Hmm.
You're
I
right.
thought the Punk getting busted open, I don't think it needed that personally. I get that it was like a fight, so it added to it, but I didn't think it needed, but whatever. I loved that Eddie was the baby face in this. I was a little bit shocked that Punk got booed, but under the circumstances, I could see why he did. But it was a great match, and I hope it's a one and done, and they both move on to bigger and better things.
So my question to y'all is: Elseworlds, would y'all be upset if Eddie Kingston won that match? Like
No,
some look and think that he won it.
At this
I wouldn't
point,
either.
no, not
at
at
this
all.
point, at this point, I would not have understood it honestly. Like a
Hmm.
few months down the line, I would have been behind Eddie Kingston winning this match. But
Hmm.
right now, Punk has not had a serious feud before Eddie Kingston, so he needed to win his first major feud.
Hmm.
As short,
Especially in that manner.
yeah, as short term as it was. Now, if Eddie Kingston versus Punk was like in the on the next pay per view, and Punk had like a big match on this one which he won, I would have been, yeah, fine. I'll have Eddie Kingston win. I don't mind. But I think now,
I The thing is, I want them to continue it because I know the build up for another match would be good, but it's really nothing for them to do and stuff like that. That's the only thing I'm upset about.
It's
It's like,
kind of
it'd be
weird
nice.
because you know what? At the end of the day, Punk was right.
Exactly, and he could use that. He can use that.
Yeah, I mean, like
can
Eddie
use
earned
that.
his respect and everything, but at the end of the day, Punk beat him, and I like the
Exactly.
way that Punk beat him as well. It's like Punk was like, you know what? I'm gonna just destroy this motherfucker until he can't get up anymore. And that moment, did you guys see that when Punk was like, hitting him with those knees, and he just looked out at the crowd that was booing him, and it was like, seriously, you're doing this? You're booing me now? I don't know. That look in his eyes of like, I have no idea what was going in his head, in his mind. If that was a legit like shock that he was actually getting booed, or if he was playing it up. But that look was classic. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, you guys want to do this? Fine. Here we go. GTS, bang."
And that's why I said now the next thing is gonna be interesting because he can either totally just say, "Oh, I beat Eddie Kingston, I'm moving on," or he can talk about like, "See, I told y'all Eddie Kingston was a bum. He couldn't hang," and that's when you make that slow start to him being a heel now, or he's getting back into his asshole character and stuff like that, where he's not a heel per se. He's just telling you the truth.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's not too early to plant those seeds, so to speak. But I think it's too early to turn him heel at this point.
Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's saying he's not turning heel, but it's planting the seeds. We just have to see what he's going to do on Dynamite, stuff like that. So, and hopefully, Master Hito gets his dream match and he bump shoulders with Ishii,
Oh,
stuff like that.
oh. I would love.
It can
Yeah,
happen.
Ishii versus.
I know.
Punk.
See, they can do the hot coffee thing. Man, you made me spill my coffee.
Yeah, man.
And Ishii just no sells him.
If Ishii's gonna take an extended tour of AEW, Ishii versus Punk, Ishii versus Brian Daniels.
It can happen because they don't need Ishii there. 'Cause they're doing the tag league and junior. He might see. So, but that's good.
So, what do you think is
next
next
guy?
for Eddie Kingston, though?
I don't know. Cause see, the handshake thing kind of left it possibly open for one, but I just don't know what they can do with it though. And I'm saying I'm glad Eddie didn't shake his hand or anything because that's out of his character.
It's not like what you would not believe that Eddie Kingston would shake his hand under any circumstances.
Exactly. Yeah. Even if Eddie won, he wouldn't shake his hand. He'd spit on him. Like told you. So yeah. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see. That's gonna be interesting thing now because he lost. I don't know. And the thing is, before the whole John Moxley thing, the whole rumor is Moxley supposed to have been healed. So I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.